Please note, most responses are heard upon review and not in real time. Changes in the video's filter visually mark the replies that were the most significant. Those various audio responses have been enhanced, repeated, and sometimes slowed down. As always, we do not offer this video as irrefutable evidence of the paranormal, nor do we claim our annotations are 100% conclusive. All we're asking is that you please approach the data presented here with a curious mind, and that you wear damn headphones. Next, we moved out into the hallway and set up meters, the laser grid system, and I used the Ants Box model FR.
Can you just say hey?
I heard that.
You say help?
Something like that.
I think that.
And the bright red light, is that just to pinpoint the center?
Yeah.
Well, you got some nice little setup there.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What is it?
Can you speak through this device? Who needs help? Who are we speaking to? Hey, who's over there? Can you say your name? Sick?
Can you step away from that device so we can make sure we know somebody's here? Thank you.
Gibson? Is that your name? Yes. Do you want me to speed that device up? Or slow it down? Can you figure out how to speak through that?
No, those voices sound like they're completely divorced from the rest of the box.
No. I'm trying to figure it out. Can you say where we're at? What's the name of this building? My name's Matthew. This is Lynsey and Mike. What's your name?
The box you're talking to, who owns that?
Did you fucking hear that?
Did you hear that, Matthew?
It said it plain as day. Well, who made the box?
Who's the lady with us?
How many people have passed away at Ashmore Estates?
You want us to come back up?
Where should we go? Home.
Oh.
I heard that.
Any doubt? Where is home?
What state is home in?
Do you find this boring?
No. Yes.
Alright, we're going to turn this off.
You know, right there is an example of, we don't know for sure who we're talking to, where they are, whatever. But when you ask a question and you get a response, such as Matthew, and the other responses at the appropriate time, there's just no way you can ignore it.
Definitely some sass came through that session, and names like Sam and Gibson, or maybe it was Sam Gibson. I can only imagine the number of people who passed through these walls over the years, so those names are possibly relevant. Next, we moved on to the boiler room, the alleged hangout of former Poor Farm resident Joe Bloxam, and possibly another less than agreeable spirit. We have the loudest cricket in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike, Lynsey, Matthew in the boiler room, work mechanical room, or is it what they call this, maintenance room? Something?
Yes.
Okay, so I know you get a lot of people down here asking questions. My name is Matthew, and this is Mike and Lynsey. We drove here from Indiana to try to talk to anyone who might be here. And we were told this is a good place to come and have a conversation. We were just in the women's dining area, and someone was in there. Do you know who that was talking to us?
Do you know who that was talking to us?
Is there a Joe down here? Everybody seems to like Joe. They say you're a really nice guy. Joe, did you ever go to Indiana? Do you like being here, Joe? Little device there on the floor. If you want, you can light it up or give us some sign that you're here. What about the other guy? What's his name?
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh. Every hair on my body is standing up on edge. Like, my goosebumps are not going away.
Trying to think about what could it be? What could it, if it's let me out? Let me out from what? I mean, does a person get trapped in here? I mean, what's...
Purgatory of some sort, or, you know,
yeah.
They, for some reason, seem to think that the second guy that's down here that's unhappy had nothing to do with this place.
He just kind of showed up here not long ago.
Yeah, but I wonder if, you know, people's intentions drew him here, and that's why
And now he can't get out or something.
And I can't get out. Maybe all that holds somebody here, you know?
Yeah.
I almost feel like maybe it's just my brain, but I almost feel like the atmosphere just kind of like changed down here since we walked down, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's just because I'm freaked out on my baby.
You're totally sleeping down here tonight.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah. Okay. Not for like $1 million.
$1,001. I'll throw in the one.
Thanks.
Mike, you cover the million.
Oh, yeah, you're covered.
All right.
But you know, okay, now that's roughly 2 EVPs and 2 successful EVP, all right. Yeah.
Sessions.
Yeah. Okay, we are recording again. So we reviewed this back and we heard somebody wants to be let out of here. It makes us really sad to think that you're stuck. Why are you stuck here? Or do you feel like you're lost in this building, like you just can't find your way out? I mean, if you followed us to the door of the building, we showed you where the outside is, could you walk out of this building?
Or is there something holding you back?
Do you have family that lives outside this building? Perhaps one of the first things we could do, if we could identify you by name, perhaps the recognition would help you in some way.
We'll play this back and maybe you left us more clues. All right, so here's what I got going on over here, guys. I have this thing called a Panabox. This guy in Canada makes, his name's John Mallory. These are like 25-year-old radios that were made by Panasonic. Obviously, you know, Panasonic made the DR60.
Mm-hmm.
They also made these little portable handheld radios. And I think he was only able to find like maybe 47 of these in the entire world. They were, I think, only sold in Japan. They were only sold here in the United States.
Oh, wow.
And he figured out how to get a hold of these and convert them into a ghost box.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so kind of like a, you know, like a Radio Shack hack type thing. So, but what I want to do, and I've heard recordings of really good responses off these. So what I want to do is I'm going to feed the audio into this processor that I can kind of slow down the noise, slow down the responses, and I can even like rewind if we think we heard something and go back and review it in real time. So
That's really cool.
give me a second, to get this all set up and we'll
Okay.
see what's going to do here. Alright, let's try this. Can anyone say hello? What the fuck was that? Can you say your name? I have no idea. I have no idea what was behind the electronic failures during that experiment, so I decided to try the Panabox without that processor. And I thought it was relevant to note the name Gibson again. Perhaps that's the name of the disgruntled boiler room dweller down there with Joe. Let's just turn this on here.
Now, is that the radio itself?
Yeah. Can you see anything? Can you talk to us? Can you say the name of this location? This location? All right, we're going to come back later with a different device. All right, thank you. Goodbye. So after that session, we took a break and enjoyed a creepy-ass ASMR moment with Lynsey.
AMSR?
And we decided to end our night back in the boiler room because that's the location that seemed to be the most unsettled. All right, so we were down here with fucking two lunatics. Huh?
Down here with what?
Two lunatics.
Oh, I thought you said little kids.
We're down here with Little Tits and Gigglebox. I'll let you decide which is which. We were down here earlier. We were trying to make communication with Joe and possibly someone else. So we have a recorder going here. We can hear your voice. And then Lynsey has these dowsing rods, so you can manipulate those as well, but we need you to show us yes on the dowsing rods. What your yes will be when we ask you questions. So please show us yes.
Okay, can you show us no?
Someone said they couldn't leave here earlier. We're trying to figure out what we can do to help you. Are you down here with us?
Are you down here with us? Down here with us?
See, but I have no reference as to what that is.
Can you reset it, please? Is there someone down here in the boiler room with us?
There's someone down here in the boiler room with you. There's someone down here in the boiler room with you.
Is your name Joe?
Is your name Joe? Joe?
Do you like it here?
You like it here? Like it here?
Do you want to leave?
Do you want to leave? Do you want to leave?
Is anybody able to help you leave?
Do you think we can help you?
Do you know who can help you?
You know who can help you? You know who can help you?
Can you knock on something?
fellow named Joe seems to get all the attention. If you're someone other than Joe, what is your name?
Why is it pointing at you?
I have no idea. I may have noticed that. Come on, give us a name.
Come on, give us the name. Come on, give us the name.
Knock 3 times if you can.
Not 3 times if you can. Not 3 times if you can.
Is there someone behind me?
Someone behind me. Behind me.
That's weird as shit.
I'm sure Mike appreciates that answer.
Yes.
Thanks.
Even though the interpretations of the dowsing rod positions were unclear, those EVPs were pretty unnerving. I found it odd on how a few occasions the rods specifically pointed at Mike or I. Probably a spirit's attempt at eeny, meeny, miny, mo to decide who they were going to follow home. Or at least that's my uneducated guess. I briefly broke out the Panda box for any good night messages. Here we got another name of possible historic relevance.
Can you say your name? Can you say anything through this device?
And we found out some interesting details about the entity that made the trip to Ashmore that much more complete.
Couldn't talk.
Your penis what? Your penis couldn't talk?
Pants off.
Your pants off? Can you say one of our names? Can we hear you say hello?
The next morning, I went by myself back to the second floor to the electroshock therapy room for a final ITC session with my Antsbox Model FR, where I had it set to reverse speech. The name Timothy came through again, and also the name Albert.
Good morning. Everybody here that can talk to me? Nobody sad? Can you say your name? Hi. Your name is what? Albert? I like music. Where do you get coffee at around here? So how long have you been here? For a long time? How did you wind up here? See all the birds outside? Years now? You like being here? Okay. You know my name? Not to. Mike's downstairs asleep. Do you appreciate it when people come in and talk to you? Do I hear a little kid? Do I hear a little kid? about that ball? Can you kick the ball across the room? Did you like farming this land? What's the name of this place? Earth. Well, I appreciate you allowing us to be in this space. You try to communicate with me. I appreciate it. Any final messages? All right, thank you. Goodbye.
It was as I was leaving the session, I had the strongest personal experience at Ashmore. Walking out the corridor, I had a blast of this icy energy cut right through me. I felt chilled to the bone.
Somebody just walked through me. You out in the hallway?
It was an amazing night at Ashmore Estates. Between the EMF meters being set off, the intelligent replies through ghost boxes, capturing a few near Class A EVPs, and our personal experiences. Our time within the walls of Ashmore Estates seemed to not be constrained by barriers of time and space. The historical layers between the poor farm, psychiatric hospital, and the voices of those that feel forgotten seemed fluid, rising to the surface of the present for us to submerge ourselves in. Although we left Ashmore with many unsolved mysteries, to experience the mystery itself is the true drive that keeps me coming back to explore these architectural capsules of our past.